All right, what's going on, everybody? This is pretty much me just kind of going over what I believe is going to happen with AMC. So let's just get right into it and waste no one's time. So don't know what I'm doing. Should be doing. Okay, so check this out. Damn, I don't have my chart. Um, 1 second. Let me go ahead and pop that up without, you know. Okay. Yeah, so let me just do this for 1 second. I'm sorry. This will take 1 second. I'm just pulling on my chart. But my point is, uh, I do believe that AMC will see a positive move this week. That's for sure from the 17, $18 mark range. It'll probably honestly reach $18. So we'll see. All right, let's break it down here. You got 5 levels of support and resistance. You got the resistance lines up here. Sorry, not up here, but up here, $18.12 mark, and then you've got where it's settled. Friday. It's closing on Friday. You can see here's a very distinct resistant line or lines up here at the 1767 and 1763 range, and I mean it was fighting. Here's the EMA. I forgot what it's the daily 20. Okay, it's a 20-day EMA. So um, uh, I'll just worry about that later about changing it. But anyway, so we've seen it kind of you know resist against or fall against this resistance and went over it. It's going over the EMA. That's absolutely great to see. Obviously gets shorted or people sell off, whatever, whatnot, consolidates around here, starts going on downward, and then you see a very, very good increase in volume at 3 o'clock range on Friday. This is the ending of February 25th, I believe. So, and then it starts going back up, and then it breaks the first resistance, second. That's amazing to see. This is awesome to see, actually. This is super amazing. I remember I called my dad over and was like, "Hey, look at this." I showed him, but anyways, called him on the phone and told him. But anyways, 1760. We even broke that for a second. Broke the second one, then we came back down. Hover underneath it. Here's a trend line that I set up, kind of just to help with the directional predictions of it. EMA. It actually bounces. Not only does it touch the EMA, but it goes underneath and then bounces back off the EMA. So that's a really good bullish indicator, in my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor, so you know, invest at your own discrepancy and risk. But I am not a financial advisor, so not a financial advice. But moving on, so I just don't get sued by bastards. So and cucks and whatever whatnot. Excuse my language. Passes off the EMA, and then I've got my two resistance lines. So this is up all day pretty much. Passes it. It's defeated at this resistance line, but then at that moment, it goes down, bounces off this resistance, and actually breaks the resistance on $17.67. For a second, right at closing, boom, closes. So it's an engulfing candle that it closes on at 4 o'clock p.m. February 25th, 2022. So my point is that's what happened on Friday, okay? Just a good recap. From my opinion, go back here to the 2-day chart. It's consolidated pretty well. It seems to be on an upward trend. So we've got 3 lines of resistance, if not 4. I think it will hold. I think it absolutely was showing signs of holding pretty well around this area, which is 3:30 to let's just say the 3 o'clock hour range, the 3 to 4. and it really was a bullish indication. It seemed a bullish movement, that's for sure, behavior, and it broke the line. The resistance pushed it back down, and then it went back up. It's trying to break, and it did break the resistance, and it resistance pushed it down to only the $1760 mark range, and then it started going right back up right after bouncing off the EMA. So honestly, I see this thing going to $18.12, and reaching this support resistance line. And if it can hold this support, I mean, we can see some really good consolidation, obviously, at $18.30, or potentially a breakout, even higher. Obviously, I've become very cynical and pessimistic, so I'm gonna say, yeah, I don't really see that happening, and try to be realistic as well, giving my utmost predictions and whatever, whatnot. Okay, blah blah blah, bada bing, bada boom. I gotta get gas. I got $15 in my pocket. That's right. All right. So moving back on to what I was saying just now. It's 7:26 p.m. Sunday right now, 2/27, 2022. Sorry, February 27, 2020. Okay. Um, can't speak. What I'm saying, this is Sunday night pretty much, and I'm getting ready for the market tomorrow. It's gonna be ridiculous. Russia and Ukraine situation right now is freaking ridiculous. It's scary and very shaky as well, according to the market. And speaking from a sense as an investor, because obviously you're watching this YouTube channel and listening and pretending that we're using this information due to investment purposes. So we're gonna revolve around that. Obviously and absolutely, human life casualties are horrible, and I only want peace for everyone over there, and hope this situation calms down soon, and peace is the real winner there. So, but prayers are there with the people, and more so than likely, the markets are going to get really messed up as well. Speaking or moving away from the devastation casualties of it that really matter, I suppose. So, besides from human loss and human casualty and destruction of infrastructure, etc., whatever, whatnot, and obviously nature. Let's not forget about nature and the ecological damage that'll occur, and hopefully nuclear war is definitely not used. The markets are going to absolutely be shaken up. Well, that is the Russian markets and potentially China and whoever else is invested in many Russian assets, securities, etc., whatever, whatnot. What I'm worried about is USA, the New York Stock Exchange market kind of being affected by this. Do I think it's going to completely be free from whatever's going on in Russia? I don't know. Um, I have no idea, but I believe that there probably are some investments in securities. Like I just watched I just read an AMC article about BP. Right here it says things are heating up. Anyone holding BP, BP holding a massive amount of stake in Russian oil. Looking at about 20%, and they're about to dump it apparently, according to MSNBC and according to Reddit on AMC. Obviously, if BP can't get this security, if they can't get this off, you're gonna see them bleed tomorrow, and that's gonna be red as crap. And obviously, it's good and bad. It's good, because of the hedgies that are, using credit from other areas of the market, not credit, but liquidity. They're gonna be suffering a little bit. They're gonna be hit, so it'll shake them up a little bit. Do I think it'll deter them completely? Absolutely not. I think they're going to absolutely continue to do what they're doing best. And do I see the whole market of the U.S. going red? I don't think so. If anything, we could potentially see green in certain areas, but I can't tell you for sure. And we've never really seen. We've lived through wars. If you were born in the '90s, as like me, um, you know that war has occurred in our lives, yes, but a war as intense like this, it's a little different because you've got sophisticated enemies going at with their technology. In Russia, I believe, holding the most nuclear weapon technology or weapons. It's kind of concerning for an American such as myself, and I'm sure the rest of the world that wants peace and has a sense of mind. And I'm not disrespecting anybody. I'm not trying to throw shade at anyone. I mean, and what I'm really meaning is Russia. I'm not trying to bash Russia or Russians by any means. I love Russian people. Um, I have no comment on the situation because I really have not dived deep into the reasons as to why Putin believes he is justified in his actions. From what I do believe, it is a little over the edge. There's anger involved. There's ties with NATO, etc. I see comments on both sides, so I'm not going to make a comment on what I believe is wrong or right, but I will completely come, to the table and say that lives shouldn't be lost. Ukraine citizens are suffering. Their market obviously is suffering. Russian market is suffering. The Russian people are suffering. There probably was a lot better way to go about this. But I'm not a military advisor. I'm not a politician, so I can't really give you a 100% answer on what I think. And honestly, I don't feel as if to give any informative discussion on that subject matter. So moving on, sticking to the market, I can give you my opinion. I do believe tomorrow AMC will go up. And it will go up and it'll hit before then potentially coming down. And when I say coming down, I mean, AMC has 550,000 shares out on loan or shares available to borrow. So this means that they absolutely will start shorting this at a moment. They will absolutely start shorting this at some time. Okay, so it'll go up and then it'll come down, and if it breaks these two barriers, I could see it bleeding in the $17 range again, $17.10. It needs to hold this area, $16.97. Now, if it holds this area, it bounces back up, it traces back up. Um, you know, I could see a very decent move coming forward, to $18 range potentially. If tomorrow it opens up at 18.16 and it just runs past 18.12, I could see another good run. So there's two scenarios where it runs decently in the green above opening price or closing price on Friday. Now another scenario, the third I would say, is the market obviously is horrible tomorrow. It gets ransacked. It's red, bleeding, etc. It goes up tiny bit, and then it comes down a lot. I mean, we're talking about $16 range, and I hope that's not the case. I'm gonna have to set up some stop losses, maybe potentially at 17.30. Or no, that's ridiculous. I should look at my support levels. I am, assuming that a stop loss here would be decent for those trying to save the currency that's invested. However, I'm trying to get as many shares and my money's tight with the investing money that I have. I've tried to day trade. Well, excuse me, not day trade, but swing trade, and right before Russia and Ukraine situation was publicly announced. I mean, if you're talking about getting into the market to do some ridiculous type of trading at the worst time possible, you can ask me about that situation because I totally tried to swing trade this. I was holding AMC, I mean, for a very long time. I mean, I would have hit the year mark. I'm an idiot. I know I shouldn't have done that. I'm a noob. I'm an ape. But, well, when I say I'm an ape, I'm just investing in AMC because I love the stock. I think there's very good rewards. I think there's more positives than negatives. Anyways, moving on. I I just I've learned from my mistake. Moving on. I tried to swing trade this. I don't have with the hit on AMC. My liquidity amount is under 25K, so I couldn't day trade this. And I mean, I got caught in a horrible uh, sell-off pressure, and I mean, I lost 200 share. Well, let's just say 400 shares, but so um, and I kind of forgot what my point was in saying that, but so yeah, it could go down, and you know, I don't want to set my stop loss there. I remember what I was gonna say. Too far down, because if it doesn't go as steep, I mean, I gained only a few shares, and compared to the risk reward, compared to the risk, it's just not worth doing a stop loss so far down. I would rather do it closer to up here. But the problem with that is, as you can see, it goes up, hits this, and then can literally go back up even higher way later. Or you have to be very careful with these dips. You have to just make sure that they don't break support. Um, let's go to like a 5-day chart. So I guess yeah, you could really tell if it's in the downward movement, like something like that. Oh yeah, breaks that. Um, yeah, or like something like this. I mean, you don't want to set it too far down, and then it only goes this far down, and then you actually f yourself, and then it goes back up. But in the end, though, so it will go back up. Well, that is up until well, it did go back up, but we only know the information up until Friday. So, anyways, so it kept support, and it bounced off the support. So I don't see it really going down tomorrow. If anything, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I see this going to $18, potentially coming down, bouncing off 17, and then just slowly sitting around the 1780, 1790 range. And then hopefully making it at 18.12 at the end of the day, or right underneath, or $18. Scenario one. Scenario two is it just rips, it breaks through 18.12. I mean, it's in the 18 to 20, $23 range. Okay, that's scenario two. Scenario three is the market's fucking red. Excuse my language. They also throw in they throw in their little 550,000 shares, or use whatever they get hiding there, fucking back of their, in a corner of the room. They dropped this underneath 1697. I mean, it'll do some damage, that's for sure. But hopefully, I'm expecting to run up. And then Tuesday, decent run up consolidation. Wednesday and Thursday, I do feel like it'll stagnate and come back down. Friday, they're going to try to short the hell out of it. And so that's my predictions for tomorrow. So AMC to the moon, not financial advice. But I do believe that these predictions, what I'm stating here, comes to fruition. Or actually, so let me forget the most desirable predictions scenario, or the most desirable scenario D. Scenario D, or sorry, scenario 4 is this thing is market opens and this thing just rips to 25, and then rips to 32, 36, 40, 50, 77, and 100, 130, and it is just consolidating somewhere up there, $130. Or scenario 5, this thing just starts shooting up to $500, $300, $500, and $10,000, $20,000, $50,000. Comes back down to $30,000, shakes paper, hands off, whatever. That's a lot of money, and then just runs to 100K and beyond. Okay, so that's absolutely just a theory, and I know I'm probably pissing off some people. And hey, those are just scenarios. So anyways, I'll leave it at that. Feels flows out. Christopher, sorry, I don't know why I just said that. Columbus, yeah, good person. Or maybe not. I don't know. He did discover America. I don't fucking know why I said Winnie the Pooh. That's what I should have said. Um, Christopher Robin is what I should have said from Winnie the Pooh. I'm losing my mind. All right, so AMC to the moon, GME to the moon. I don't really have a chart for GME. I'm in AMC, but I did have lots of GME. Well, not a lot, but I did have GME at first, and now I'm in AMC. I think they're both the same play, um, and I love AMC. I think AMC is a better play for I can attain more shares. So with that being said, I love you guys all. See you guys later. 783 times 600. Alright, that's not bad. Alright, so, and that's that. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. I'll be back if any other crazy update comes. But this is a pivotal moment, I believe. Therefore, I'm doing this diagnosis or this analysis. I don't really do chart analysis every day. Actually, I don't really ever do chart analysis. You can see the last time I did one was like right before the run up in June, I believe. So, all right. But anyways, you guys take care. Have a great day. Have a great Sunday. Have a good morning. Um, hopefully we have a great rest of the week. AMC to the moon. I gotta stop this.